room. Here comes the open.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation. Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
There it goes, baby. We are live. We are live. Come on, let's do jazz hands. Come on, Babyface P. Walter, let's see the jazz hands. I hope you got your big girl Monday panties on. This is episode 359 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. Our subject today, have you ever seen Chuck Norris shooting a Glock? You will. What is that thing from Star Wars where he's like, something's happening and
there's a disturbance in the Force?
No, it's like when I think the Emperor is trying to turn him, and he says, something. He says like, I'll never go to. No! Yeah, he says you will. So yeah, I've never seen Chuck Norris shooting a Glock. What about you, Babyface?
No, I've seen him with. Didn't he have a revolver in that old show?
What old show?
Oh, Walker, Texas
Ranger. Yeah, he had a revolver, didn't he?
Yeah, I've definitely seen Chuck Norris shooting revolvers. I've seen him shooting Uzis, probably a MAC-10. Who knows? Somewhere.
Delta Force, right?
Yeah, I've seen lots of karate chops.
He was one of the only people ever beaten by Chuck Norris. I mean, not Chuck Norris, but
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, yeah.
Yeah. I was about to say Bruce Leroy, but Bruce Lee.
And look what happened to Bruce Lee.
That was in the script. That was in the script. Okay. I don't know if Bruce Lee's tiny ass could have really gotten up close, because no matter what the movies make you think, a little tiny person, you get one blow from a really big person, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. Especially if that's like one of those Nigerian brothers, you're done. You're done.
Here we go.
All right, so we're going to talk about that and a whole bunch of other things today. It's FreeForAll Monday, so we're here. There he goes. Babyface P is here. What up?
You guys want to see something cool?
Sure.
Check out this. You see that?
Is it
a booster? Device? A broken booster?
Yeah. Look at that. Look, it's a broken booster.
How'd you break that?
You want to see the threads that it came off of? Hold on.
Sure.
What did he do? How did he break something now?
So this happened.
He's rocking a Tampa Bay Lightning t-shirt, by the way.
They're in the Stanley Cup
playoffs. He's not Shazam.
Can you see that?
Okay.
It's stripped?
Yeah, it looks.
Threads clean.
What happened?
Broke off.
You get around that went wonky and pulled the whole right off?
Put the suppressor on, and it was a little more snug than normal, which is all right, because there might be some crud. Put it on, went to go take it off. It went a little bit, and then the thread clean broke off, and the whole thing wouldn't move an inch. So I ended up having to cut. You see cuts down the side. I ended up having to cut it off. But on the plus side, I put out an email to Silencer Co. today, and they're sending me a new one of these for free under warranty. And this is going back to Shooter's World in Tampa because it's out of the Beretta warranty, and I don't want to send it to Beretta. But Shooter's World, if you buy a gun from them brand new, they warranty it for life. So this weekend, I'm taking this down to Shooter's World, and I will let them deal with it.
Okay, that's cool.
But yeah, so Silencer Co. butters my bread again, as they like to do. You know how much I love them and how well they've taken care of me. And then we'll see.
Considering you're always breaking stuff, they should have the Babyface P policy.
We'll see what happens with this, because I would say it's a manufacturing defect because it wasn't cross-thread. A lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, did you cross-thread it?" I've had cans for like 5 or 6 years now. It was not cross-thread. The thread just flat broke off in the middle of the barrel. So we'll see.
I'm guessing that happens, Walter. What do you think? You ever seen that?
I've never seen that, but
pretty uncommon, right?
It's probably possible, yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. So what's up with you, Walter? How was your weekend?
I worked all weekend.
You worked? Okay.
Yeah, I was in the shop doing stuff to get ready to go to Knob Creek.
Oh, okay. We worked.
Got all that stuff done. Okay. Today was kind of a Today is Monday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, today's Monday. Yeah.
Yes.
You lose track what day it is when you just continue to work. Yeah.
All right, old man. You need to take, what's your vitamins you're supposed to be taking for your memory?
Viagra.
Good one.
You weren't expected that, were you?
That you could think of.
That's to get the vitamin P going.
So you can get the vitamin for JJ.
The vitamin P. Let's see what. Yeah. So today was kind of a weird. I got some stuff done, but tomorrow we pack up, and then Wednesday we take off. So.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So you won't be here probably tomorrow for everyone that wants to
No, I
know.
think I'm going to take it easy. I'm not going to put myself under duress.
Yes. Walter's heading out to the creek for everyone out there that wants to know. Before we jump into this here, I want to remind everyone, please smash the thumbs. We need the thumbs. That's much appreciated over here. If you're not subscribed to the Hank Strange Situation, please subscribe somewhere down there. Subscribe and ring the bell so you can be notified. That is a word. I don't know if I'm the first person to ever say notified, but
No.
it's it. It is technically a word. And then I want to shout out Reflective Crete. Reflective Crete, not Creek. Yeah. Reflective Crete. The concrete guys. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't hear me wrong. Shout out to Brian Witt from Reflective Crete. If you guys are in need of any polishing, any treatments of your concrete, please check out Reflective Crete because they are supporting the podcast this month.
I need a good polishing and a good buffing, if you know what I mean.
A good polishing.
Good polish of the bowls.
You better
please.
talk to Marley about that one. You don't want this concrete stuff on your gonads. Yeah, no babies for you after that. Babies will be done. Okay, let's see. All right.
Real quick,
What's
before we move on, so I don't forget. I just got an email from Centerfire. The Jerichos are back in stock, so Walter's been fondling his.
I saw that, but then I saw where it said it sold out.
I just went and they had a couple.
Yeah,
it might have sold out. I mean, I checked it when the email came in. They might be gone already. But...
Yeah, I saw that. It popped up, and then I went down to a smaller window, and it said sold out. So I don't know if that's true or false. But
they had a single, and if I were buying one, I would have bought this one. They had a single action Jericho, basically like a 1911 with a thumb safety. They only had one of them in stainless, and I was like, that'd be really cool. And then
was it $299?
Yep, everything's $299. All of them are $299.
Seriously, babyface, you should have been all over that.
I thought about it. No, I thought about it.
Sold out already?
They had a single one. It's probably gone by now. I haven't looked, but I'll check real quick, see if anything
Walter,
is left.
Where's yours?
I got it stuffed in the safe. I stuck it in the safe.
I was gonna say. Yeah. Okay. So, we've got a video on that we'll be putting out here at some point. By the way, Andrew gave us $1. It's just from Andrew. Shout out to him. Thanks for the support. We appreciate it, Andrew. Let me see. There's a ton of people out there. Should we do shout outs?
Sure. Make them feel good.
Yeah, let's do some shout outs. Everyone that's out there, please do smash the thumbs. I think we've got probably like 90 folks in here already. People are still piling in. I'll try to go through this quick. Flopping Garbage, Chris Williams, Kioski. The Tyven Show is out there. Let's see who else. Dan Hates You. Jade Brew. Christian Grest. Mr. FNH. The Archangel. Michael Bender. Who else we got? We got Armament and Axes. Rob Avis. Bricks is out there. Ridge Runner's out there. I said Mr. FNH, I think. Boss Hog. Mm-hmm. Brian Wyatt says, what up, strangers? Vanessa Kitty is out there. Shout out to Vanessa Kitty. Richard Rasnick says, hey, from Tennessee. Shout out to everyone in Tennessee. Let's see who else.
Chris, my machinist Chris is up in Tennessee right now.
Yeah. Brian Wyatt says, it might be a way around the traditional bolt action ATF says Walter must comply with. I'm not sure what he's talking about. Oh, yeah. What's anybody's thoughts on the Hayim SR30 straight pull ball bearing lock rifle?
Hayim. I'm not familiar with it. I'll have to look. It's on, I guess, on Forgotten Weapons.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Why do we have 2 Walters? Hold on 1 second here. I'm going to have to readjust this. Not sure why we had 2 Walters up in there. Put back a baby face. Every now and then that happens. Okay, John O'Neill is out there. Shout out to
10
him.
plus in stock of the stainless over here.
Oh, wow.
16 round brushed chrome. 100 available, so they probably have a bunch of these here.
Holy moly.
Yeah, 10 plus of the 16 round brushed chrome with the star logo on the front, which is pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't get that. Yeah.
Okay, but this is not the single that
the single one is gone. I had the opportunity to I could have gotten
Well,
it, but
that's basically what I have, the single action.
yours is not a double action?
No, it's single.
Yeah, this is exactly what you have. The only difference is this one. Oh, this is without the star. So, yeah, so this is what you have.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a two-tone. That's why it's special.
Oh.
It's a black top and a nickel bottom.
Yeah.
I like the single.
I got your black top and nickel bottom right here.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. I don't know what that would mean. But yeah, if anybody wants, if anybody ends up wanting one of these Centerfire, they just came back in at Centerfire for $299, and I really liked it. Like
they're cool guns. I like shooting.
Not enough for me to buy one yet.
At $299. Come on.
I have some other things that I want to put some money towards, so I don't want to.
Is this anything AK related?
Maybe. I'm waiting to hear back from that. Actually, I just got a text now from somebody.
Oh, okay. I'm not liking this. Not liking this at all.
I'm gonna go through my room in here and see what I don't need anymore.
What is that?
It's hard. Well, it's things I want to take to the creek and sell. So.
Oh, are we talking guns?
Well, I don't know. It's hard for me to do that anymore. I hate to get rid of stuff.
Wait, hold on a second. Some Walther guns are coming up?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I just kind of look around going, do I really need that? It's like, well, I hate to sell things and not be able to sell them at a decent price.
Yeah.
I can get shit back,
Yeah. So we don't want to do that. James Lawson says, Happy Monday. Jay Brennan is out there. He said, what's up to everyone? Randy Peacock, CB is out there. David Serpa.
Should I build a 100 series AK? Everybody out there, should I build a 100 series AK? Let me know.
Are you seriously asking that question like you don't already
Should I build one? Let me know.
Yeah,
should I build one of my Bulgarian 5405 kits that I have?
Yes.
Into full auto 100%.
And turn it to like Kyber Pass with a folding.
Yes.
So those I do have a source with some of those folding stocks as well, by the way.
Really?
Oh, there are a couple. Yeah, the real side folders. There are a couple sitting in that crate or in the plastic bin. So.
Yeah, but how much?
Say?
I think he said he wanted a 1 1/4 for it.
Oh, for a whole with everything?
With the trunnion and everything. Yep.
Oh, it's not too bad.
It's a good deal, I think. I think that's what he told me.
I might have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those Bulgarian.
Christian Gress says, "Sure, why not?"
Well, yeah, I got to go to the creek first. I can't be doing it.
Yeah, that's me too. I'm like,
it's right around the corner. You could put a hold. We could see if we could put a hold for you, Walter. Okay, CB says afraid of Vader, and he says no. You will be. You will be. Cody Mailbacher says what's up. Steve Dave says what's going up. Let's see.
The Force is strong with you, young Skywalker.
Right, let's see. Drucifer is out there. DC2 Mega Boost. Kenny Van Cleve is out there. James Miller is out there. Let's see who we got. Okay, Richard Hughes. Tim Not Tim. YNH also out there. Let's see. Big Dick
Willie!
There you go. Is out there. Brian Witt says, me too, worked all weekend. That's got to make the money for the reflective crete. Brian Witt was reflecting somebody's crete over the weekend, doing it.
I had to do stuff. I got it accomplished though. Right?
We should get who has concrete? Do you have concrete, Walter, in your place? You need
No, I don't.
Where did this come from? This is such a weird thing.
Reflective Crete is sponsoring the show.
How did that come about? Are they gun lovers? The gun
Brian
guys?
Witt, he's right there in the chat. Brian Witt.
Oh, so he's a gun guy. Okay,
yeah, he's a gun guy, and he's
Witt. I thought it was Wyatt. Is it Witt?
No, there's Brian Wyatt, and then there's Brian
that's
Witt.
not. Okay, two different people. Sorry, your names are so similar.
You know I'm gonna mix those up at some point, but yes.
No, I know.
Yeah, so Brian Witt is the owner of Reflective Crete, and they do all kinds of concrete treatments and stuff like that.
Are they local?
I think they're in the Kentucky.
I think they're north. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're up there.
Yeah.
I think you said that already, and I was just totally zoned out.
Yeah. So let us know, Brian. How will you come to Florida to do concrete?
Hell no. Well, I don't know. It's still cold up there. If it's still cold in Kentucky, then probably yes.
Maybe. Yeah. So we'll see. All right. Let's see. The Pants is out there. Jake Delahome is out there. Let's see who else is out there. David G. John Brown Productions says hi, Hank. What's up, John Brown? Andrew, who gave us $1. Thank you very much. Charles Holschuth also out there. Panhead 413. Let me see who. Big Cliff is out there. Shout out to Big Cliff. Jafari H. Let's see. Cowboy 3353. Eric Hammond, the Armsman, also out there. I'm not trying to miss anyone. Barry McCockiner.
Barry McCockiner.
That's the one.
Says I'm back. Missed the last 2 months, unfortunately. Hope you're doing well.
Barry McCockiner.
Yeah, hope you've been burying lots of, what.
McCockiner.
I was thinking of that the other day. I was like, McCockiner. Somebody's name is something McCockiner, but I can't think of the person. Thank you.
You started that. Okay, so Moobut is out there. Moobut says, whoa, Hank, Jay Strange, you drinking the silly juice tonight. And Jay Brennan says, hey, Hank, or anyone, thoughts on X95? I'm acting like this bullpup. It might be my first. I like the X95. It's good. It's good bullpup. I've gone training with it. It was actually my backup the last time I went training, which I need to get out to Valor Ridge sometime soon. I got to make plans for that. But it was my backup, and I had a SIG 516 Patrol. Something happened to it, and I wound up using the X95 for the whole thing, which I think I did, I don't know, close to 1,000 rounds. It's good. No complaints with it.
Nice.
So, yeah. Let's see. I don't think I think I've just put an optic on that thing. I don't think I've done anything with it at all. My Tavor is completely changed, completely modified. So let's see. MC1sc, aka Mika, is out there. The K9 coach is out there. Rafael Morales, Yannick Stoner, Dr. F1. Let's see who else we got. I'm trying to get down here. Carlos Sousa, also out there. And Brian Witt says Kentucky. He's in Kentucky.
I'm going to Kentucky. Knob Creek.
Okay, go to Knob Creek. Bring Walter some concrete.
No. Don't bring me no concrete.
Walter,
now.
will you trade concrete?
No.
For guns?
No.
No? What about services from Reflective Crete for guns?
It's a long ways from home, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe we can get Brian to come.
If I was close by, maybe, but no.
Yeah. Fix up that bar area you have out there. Put some nice concrete out there.
Oh, my son has an idea for that whole area out there, but I don't know if we're gonna make it happen or not.
Oh,
he wants to turn my shed into a bar. So
okay,
I don't know.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, what happens to all the stuff in my shed?
Sounds like something from the Trailer Park Boys and Bubbles. Something like Bubbles. Bubbles is the one I think who lives in a shed. By the way,
with the big glasses, right?
Yeah. Do you guys know they made Trailer Park Boys into a cartoon?
No.
Yes,
really?
It's a cartoon and it's on Netflix.
Huh.
Very interesting. My favorite character is Bubbles. So, let's see. Walter has no idea what we're talking about.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's a Canadian cartoon or Canadian show.
Yeah, Grade Death is out there. Let's see who else we got. David A, Len Holt, We Run Guns. Shout out to We Run Guns. Charles Grab the Third. Okay, I think that's it. Got through all the shout outs. It's Monday. You know what? The first thing, let's get to this. Free-for-all Monday. We can talk about whatever. These guys, I'm sure, will have lots of things. So, Chuck Norris is officially the new Glock representative.
Yep.
Chuck Norris. At octogenarian American Chuck Norris. What do you guys think about this?
I like it.
Yeah, I'm all right with it.
I would
think he's
say
all right.
good for Chuck.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool. So now we will see Chuck Norris out there shooting up some Glocks.
Hopefully we'll see him at trade shows too.
He's going to be at NRA. The article, let me see. Where's the article that I had? I had a couple.
Which one were you reading? TBT or Firearm Blog?
I think I had a couple of them. I'll go to the Firearm.
Smyrna, Georgia.
Yeah, I'll go to Truth About Guns, and let me see if I could. Let's see. How do we do this here? Boom. All right, so here's the Truth About Guns. Glock's new spokesperson is Chuck Norris. It's hard to top a spokesperson like Arlie Ermy. Unfortunately, Gunny's tour of duty came to an end almost exactly a year ago. Now, in a stroke of marketing genius perfection, Glock has signed on none other than Chuck Norris. Yes, that's Chuck Norris as their new spokesperson. If you'll be at NRA AM, prepare to wait in line to say hi.
Line up.
A press release.
The first comment. You ready for this?
Yeah.
What?
Norris actually died about 10 years ago, but death hasn't worked up the nerve to tell him yet.
Now, the real test will be, Arlie Ermy was a cool dude. He'd sit and talk to you.
Will Norris do that?
Let's see what Chuck. How long it takes for Chuck Norris to put some whoop ass on you.
Has anyone out there ever met Chuck Norris? You guys ever met Chuck Norris? No. I've watched Chuck Norris movies. I grew up in the '80s, so I don't know if Babyface knows that Chuck Norris was in movies. Babyface just knows him from memes. That's all. That's all his. He's actually older than Arlie Ermy. We looked this up earlier. I think Chuck Norris is 1940. Arlie Ermy was born in 1944.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize Norris was so old. I hate to say
he's
that.
Old as fuck.
He is.
Methuselah obviously was not available.
For being 80 years old, he didn't age poorly. Like he still looks young-ish.
Well, that's like I said, that Grecian formula.
Well, that's in photos. We'll see. He'll be.
Yeah,
out
I
there.
see him in real life because maybe.
Hopefully, yeah. I don't know. Listen, you know what? I'm happy that Chuck Norris is the Glock spokesperson. I think it goes right along in line with Arlie Ermy, who was. I don't know if they'll ever really replace him. Like Walter was saying, Arlie was out there really doing it. But also, Glock might be a widowmaker. Glock might take people out. Because can you imagine Chuck Norris at the NRA show? That the Arlie Ermy line was long. The Chuck Norris line's going to be impossible.
Out the door.
Forget the door. It's going to be out of the state. That's going to be a little bit insane. And I'm not sure if Chuck Norris is really going to do that.
Out the door.
We'll see. So, of course, there's a whole bunch of Chuck Norris jokes coming up. Michael Bender says Chuck Norris doesn't carry a Glock. Glock carries a Chuck Norris.
There you go.
There's going to be a ton of these. Get ready for this. You know what, though? I think, listen, like I said, I'm happy. Chuck Norris is cool. I've always been a fan. But maybe they should have gone with somebody a little bit, just a smidge younger. Like maybe, I don't know, someone in their 70s. Or 60s. Maybe someone in their 50s. I don't know. Okay. Better to let Chuck Norris just go out quietly, maybe, and we all don't know. We don't want him keeling over at a signing.
Chuck Norris can believe it's not butter. Chuck Norris ordered a Big Mac at Burger King and got one.
Yeah. CB says now Glock is now carried by perfection.
That's good. I like that.
See, it's already working, though.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's already working.
No, listen, I love Chuck Norris, but I'm just saying, look, for all
it's not about him shooting the guns. It's about Chuck Norris.
Yeah, for sure. But can you imagine Chuck Norris out at Media Day? Like, I've been out there at Media Day. What? It's going to be insane. Dual wheel. I'm going in dual wielding. If Chuck Norris is at Media Day, we're dual. That's going to be bucket list right there. Can I get Chuck Norris to dual wield Glocks with me at Media Day? Or will he even show up to Media Day?
He'll be like, fuck off.
We'll see. But I'm just thinking, it would be cool if they would have gone for someone younger that we could enjoy. Maybe someone from like, I don't know. Maybe so. How about someone
Who would
that's
you
in their
pick?
50s?
Here's the question though, and this could be opened up to chat. If it weren't Chuck Norris, who would you pick?
I would pick Keanu Reeves.
That would have been a
Keanu.
good one.
But I don't know if Keanu's that much of a gun guy.
I don't know that he would want to be associated with.
He's too busy.
I think we could all say Chuck Norris is a gun guy.
Oh yeah, he's a hardcore conservative, like staunch conservative.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Keanu. What do you think, Walter?
Eric Hammond, Chick-fil-A opens for Chuck Norris on a Sunday.
I went to Chick-fil-A today, as a matter of fact.
Chuck Norris ordered a Glock carbine and got one.
There you go, Hank.
Yeah.
Oh man, who else? What other modern?
Who would you guys would like to see? Just someone younger. Someone younger.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. Oh.
Because he's a staunch conservative.
Yeah, Bruce. Well, I don't know if he's staunch, but he's a conservative.
No, he's a gun guy and a very strong conservative.
Is he very strong? Bruce Willis is.
Oh, he could beat up Chuck Norris, but.
Okay.
Is Mr. T dead? Can we have Mr. T as a Glock
T's.
guy?
I pity the fool.
No, Mr. T's
Yeah, we should have him as a Glock guy.
Was Mr. T a gun guy?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's just from the 18.
I'm
That's
not
all I know.
sure that Bruce Willis is that much of a. I know that Bruce Willis was obviously in action movies, and he is.
I say The Rock.
He's a California Republican. The Rock. Do you think The Rock?
California Republican. The Rock's not conservative at all.
Bruce Willis was born in Jersey. He was born in Jersey, but I think he lives out in Cali most of the time. Although I think I saw him in Jersey one time. Just briefly.
Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons. That would be so awesome if it was true.
Back to the Glock.
Huh?
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Chris Pratt. See, if Chris Pratt got on board with Glock, I would be all over that.
I don't think they could afford Chris Pratt right now.
No way.
You gotta wait for his star to just dim. A couple of eons worth of dimming. You know, Brian Witt says Tig. Tig would be good.
Tig?
He's an American badass. Tig Tigan.
Tigan? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but he doesn't have
star power.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I'm googling gun owning movie
Let's
stars.
get someone. Okay, I know Walter. Walter was born in 1840, so he doesn't want anyone too young. Let's get someone in 50-ish. Walter,
he's even older. I was just about to say Clint Eastwood, but he's even older.
He's even older.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood is too old. And if you've seen him in that new movie, he looks like... I've never seen Clint Eastwood. You know that movie that Clint Eastwood is in where he's like... Is it Mule or something? Where he's like an old guy taking drugs across the border for the Mexico.
Yeah, he's a mule. Yeah, the mule.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he looks so bad. I feel like terrible, man. He
pretty old.
Yeah. Now, his son is out there acting. I don't know if you guys know this.
Ted Nugent. Ted Nugent could be the Glock guy.
Ted Nugent. How old is Ted Nugent, though, Walt?
Selleck.
How old is Nugent?
I think he's 70.
Nugent is 70?
Yeah.
Wow, he does not look 70.
Soldier Boy. How about that? They say he's a gun guy.
Soldier Boy. Oh, God.
We'll talk about
if you want to start bringing some bootleg Glocks in from China or someplace, sure, then go with Soldier Boy. Come on, Walt, you have to have an idea of someone other than Chuck Norris.
Just not appearing. I don't know.
You gotta have some idea, someone from the movies. Walt, and not John Wayne. John Wayne's not with us anymore. So
John Wayne. He died like in 1979. John Wayne.
Wow. Is that when he? I know when he died. I think I was living in England.
Throat cancer.
So was it 78
really
or something?
79, I think.
Yeah. Jay Brennan says Samuel Jackson. I don't think Samuel Jackson's a gun guy.
He's a flaming lib.
Yeah. Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, he
I
said
like
he
him,
doesn't.
but he's not a gun guy.
He says he doesn't care if Trump supporters come see him at the movies. I hope they don't. He said something like that. It's like, oh, what a fucking idiot.
Can't have him.
I don't think he means it. That's from a guy that takes every movie that he's offered. He's a hardworking guy, but he's all about the money. So I don't think that he does want to lose that money.
So a consensus that right now sounds like Chuck Norris was a good.
What's the name of the guy that was in the that was in the first two Men in Black movies? What's that guy's name?
Bruce.
Bruce Willis. Oh no, you're talking about the old guy.
White guy or black guy? The old white guy?
White guy. Not
Yeah,
Will Smith. I don't think Will
Yeah, I was
Smith.
gonna say Will
left.
Smith.
He's
No,
a
he's
leftist
a lefty.
too, actually.
Oh, that
The
guy.
other
No,
one?
I thought. Okay,
He's
I'm
a
gonna have to
leftist,
look
too.
this up here.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee
he's
Jones.
a-
I
I almost said James Earl Jones, but then I
thought
wrong
Tommy Lee
color.
Jones was a gun guy. He's from Texas. He's
No,
into
that don't mean-
1911s. He's not a gun guy.
I don't think so.
No?
Well, he might be. He might like firearms, but he
Tommy
doesn't
Lee
think-
Jones and Billy
he
Bob
doesn't think
Thornton.
You should have any, probably.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
What about Sean Penn?
Oh,
Sean
he's a
Penn's,
fucking
Sean Penn's a
idiot.
socialist.
He goes beyond leftist. He's a fucking.
He's the
idiot.
one that was visiting Hugo Chavez,
Yeah.
saying that
Thought he was
Venezuela is the best place ever.
Yeah, and you see him standing up for that now, don't you?
Yeah, Sean Penn's he's a little bit of a badass, but he's also
He's a fucking
communist.
pussy. He's an asshole. Sorry.
He does some,
I
he
think
does
we
some
should
badass
feed it.
stuff.
I think we should feed him to the elephants and the rhinos like those poachers got ate up. You see that?
I'm telling you,
Yes.
Chris Willis.
That
Listen, I was
poacher-
just joking about Sean Penn, Walt. I was just joking
Yeah,
about Sean Penn. But you know, you guys have heard that story. Do you know Sean Penn is a gun guy, right? And he had a huge gun collection.
Oh yeah, then he hooks up with that chick and she says, "You
Yeah.
can't have my pussy," and they should get rid of this stuff. So
Yeah, he hooked up with what's the name of the South African?
Charlene something or other.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah. There ain't no booty worth my gun collection.
She
Sorry.
had the
No.
golden. She had the golden honey trap. And
No.
You'll never
the
hear
golden-
from Vanity Fair. You'll never guess what happened to Sean Penn's guns.
yeah, go ahead, tell the story.
Oh, this is a huge thing. I'm trying to find.
Okay,
a
I'll
good
tell
one.
you guys what happened. So Charlize Theron had the golden stuff. Sean Penn wanted to get married to her. She said, "No, we can't get married if you have the guns." So Sean Penn said, "Okay, I will give my guns." She was like, "No, the guns have to be destroyed. Nobody can have them."
Can fuck off.
He destroyed millions of dollars worth of like some one-offs.
And then she probably dumped his ass, right?
Yes, and she dumped him.
Yeah, sucker.
I would have just said,
Yeah.
"Nah, forget it. I don't need
Penn
to get
referred
married."
to, quote, a strong woman who happens to be from South Africa. So unless Penn was fuck it, Nelson Mandela's wife. Where's this at? So it is, yeah, it's her. At some point, the future Anderson Cooper.
What? She's a strong
what
woman
is this
that has to
talking
be
about?
that happens to be from South Africa, or
I
that's
have-
a character she
Charlize
plays.
Theron is
I
her.
got news for you. A strong woman from South Africa don't sell their guns
Mm-hmm.
or destroy their guns. They keep their guns because they're going to need them in South Africa.
Yeah. Okay, Len Holt says Ice-T for the win.
No.
Ice-T is a gun guy, 100%.
He's a gun guy.
Yep, I would put him, and I think he's willing
How
to.
old is he? I don't know if he's old enough.
Yeah,
You have to be like 80 to get this.
No. Ice? Oh, you got to be like it.
I think Ice-T is probably 50.
No, he's 61. He could be.
What?
He could be a Glock guy. Yeah,
Ice-T
Yeah, he could be
is
a Glock spokesman.
61.
61. He could
Older
totally
than
be the
you,
Glock.
Walter. Older than you.
Born in 58, and he's a
That-
total. I don't know that he's a conservative, but he's definitely a gun guy.
He's a gun guy for sure. He's not giving up his guns. Lots of people. Look, can I tell you something? There's lots of black people that are very strong Second Amendment people.
They
They-
just don't say.
They know about the Second Amendment. They practice the Second Amendment. They have guns. They're not. I was talking to someone the other day. He was like, "Dude, I'm not giving up shit." I was like, "Okay, good." You know. So the thing is that not enough people get out there and actually vocally support it publicly and all that kind of stuff. But there are people. I hear from them all the time. So. Ice-T, I've seen.
I would love to
quotes
see
and
him as a
stuff like that
Glock
from
guy
Ice-T.
because I think that'd be great. Bring him on as maybe bring some the black vote into the Glock world.
Yeah. Someone says Ice Cube. Let's see. I think there's lots of people out there that could be it. Don't worry, we'll find out. Let's see how long
Ice-T's
Chuck
next on
Norris
the
lasts
list.
here.
Bruce Willis or Ice-T are next on the list.
Yeah. I'm sure Glock has someone standing in the wings because when you sign on a guy to rep your guns and he's 80-something
Who's-
years old.
80, yeah.
Yeah, I don't care how badass he is. You know, all due respect to
I think,
Chuck Norris, you know.
Yeah, I
I'm
vote
not
bring
trying
Ice.
to be disrespectful, like when what's the name of this guy? Kodak Black says that he will give Lauren London, who is, you know, remember the last couple of weeks we've been talking about Nipsey Hussle being killed. So his girlfriend was Lauren London for a long time, hot chick. So Kodak Black, the rapper, says he will give her a year to grieve and pray and everything, and then he'll get at that. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful like that, but seriously, Chuck Norris is 80 years old.
Yeah.
80 years old, so let's see. But it would be cool, though. I know that at the NRA thing, you're only going to be able to walk by there and take a picture. Because there's people that are literally going to come into that convention and go stand on the line.
Mm-hmm.
So, good luck with that one. It's going to be
Kurt
crazy.
Russell. Kurt Russell's a gun guy, isn't he?
I think
Big
so,
Trouble,
yeah.
Little China.
No, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a...
Yeah, he's in Hollywood, but I think he, you know,
He's a staunch conservative and a gun rights guy.
Yeah.
He would make for a good. Yeah, think about that. He'd make for a good one.
Red Bear says Mike Tyson. I'm not.
Oh,
sure
yeah.
Mike Tyson's out on that one.
Yeah, Mike.
Who would win in a fight, Mike Tyson or Chuck Norris?
Mike Tyson would tear his head off.
Yeah, just eat him.
I watched.
Here you go. Yeah. Squeeze him, pop.
I watched videos of him in his heyday, just like sparring and whatnot. That's some scary shit. I couldn't
a
imagine
beast.
being like, yeah, I couldn't imagine being like, yeah, that's who I want to fight next. That's what I want to get into.
He was a savage. Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah.
He would run into some boxer at like a clothing store and knock the guy out. Not even wait for, huh?
He's an animal.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he was. He's a lot nicer now. He's a lot. He's an old tiger now. You know, those old tigers just roaming around,
Still
smoking the
knocking
weed.
fucking
He's got a weed. He's got a weed.
Dispensary or something?
He's
What is
building a weed, like a whole vacation spa resort.
Oh, all
Around
based
weed.
around weed.
Yeah. In I think it's in Nevada. So that's gonna be
I
interesting.
just can't. It has to feel like you just got run into by a truck. I'm watching videos of him punching guys.
Savage,
Jesus.
savage.
Yeah,
man.
it has to feel like you just got hit by.
So he said on Joe Rogan that they basically hypnotized him to not see anything except who he was boxing against. That's it.
I mean, I guess
And I
it
think
worked.
that worked all the way up until Holyfield. Holyfield had him shook. Yeah, he had to take a bite out of Holyfield. Gives a little.
That's the one where he.
Yeah. Andrew Slag says Jesse James. Jesse James is.
He's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he's
Jesse-
an asshole. That's not gonna work.
Who are we talking about? Jesse
Who else-
James, the motorcycle guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he's an
motorcycle.
asshole.
Not,
It's a fucking
not
joke.
our friend Jesse James. He's cool.
No.
Our friend Jesse's really cool, but the Jesse James from Monster Garage and all that.
Well, go
He's a
look
prick.
up his suppressors from 4 years ago when he tried making the world's quietest suppressor. He was advertising that his can was going to run 92 decibels, and everybody in the industry was like, the action noise on an AR-15 is louder than 92 decibels. It's like 108. So no, that's not right.
Yeah.
And one of the companies tried to put him up against their can up against his, and they were like going to fly him out and do all the testing, and he backed out.
Sure.
Yeah, he's
But all of that aside, he is a big asshole.
yeah.
Not a nice person. Not nice at all. I'll give you an example. At shows like I think it was it SHOT Show or NRA a few years back. He had a booth. Was it SHOT Show, Walt? He had the
It was a
booth.
shot show. Yeah,
He
he
had a
sign that
booth for
said, "Don't
what?
touch my."
Yeah, he had guns,
Oh, yeah.
and he
That's
had
right.
signs on all the guns that said, "Don't touch this. I'm talking to you, motherfuckers." Assholes. He's all over the. Yeah, he's not a people person. Let's put it that way. So yeah, that's not.
Now look, the
good.
chat's going nuts, man. Oh
Yeah.
cow! Tom Selleck came up.
Tom Selleck.
It
Tom
worked until
Selleck
Don
is
King
cool.
took control.
Tom
So-
Selleck is cool. I like Tom
And it
Selleck.
says supposedly Johnny Depp is a gun guy, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't. He's
Johnny
no,
Depp.
believe
He's
it.
a little
Even if he
nut-
is a gun guy, he's an elitist in my book.
He's a little
So-
nutty too.
Yes, he can own guns, but you can't. I guarantee.
Yeah, Armament and Axis says Chuck in his heyday would whoop Tyson in a street fight. I don't think not Mike Tyson in his heyday. Nope.
Hell no.
Sorry, I'm not
Well,
just saying
no.
that one. I know everyone loves Chuck Norris,
I know, but
Mike Tyson was scary.
but it's the same thing I said with Bruce Lee, right? If in the so in that movie, Bruce Lee beat him, but if Chuck Norris actually put hands on Bruce Lee,
oh, it'd be
his
over.
little flimsy ass would be torn
It'd
up.
be over. He'd be cracked in half.
Yes. So now, if Mike Tyson actually put hands on Chuck Norris,
Yeah.
it's gonna be knockout. It's like Walter, for example. Do you want to get punched from those meat hooks? Do you want to get hit with those things?
I ain't gonna get nobody's bodily fluids on me, so not unless I absolutely have to.
But
so.
still, I'm saying, you don't want to get hit with those, man.
So meat hooks.
Just think about it. It's not
I
gonna
ain't
be
fighter.
fun.
I'm a lover. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Good thing. Let's see.
Philadelphia Patriot says Obama is NRA spokesman since he's great at selling guns.
Yeah.
It might be possible. It might be possible. Definitely get the Obama impersonator. Whatever happened to that guy?
You should get his brother on. Get his brother in.
Who?
Maybe
Malik Obama.
Oh.
Malik's he's
that was the guy who came then got deported or something.
No, he might have been, but he's Obama's brother, half brother or whatever.
Yeah. But
he's very vocally anti-Barack.
They don't have a whole lot of good things to say about him. The folks over in the homeland don't have much good to say about Barack.
Yeah.
No.
Kiaski is saying, are you saying Chuck Norris would whoop Bruce Lee if he put his hands on him?
Bruce Lee?
Yeah.
No, Chuck Norris versus Bruce Lee. That's a little closer than Mike Tyson.
Personally, I think so Bruce Lee was very small, tiny, but fast. Very fast dude. Mm-hmm. So if you touch him, it's not gonna be like all that in the movies.
No.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Ain't gonna be none of this. One, cha!
Yeah, it's physics, baby.
They just drop, the hands come and they just fall.
Gibson Fender says, how about Snoop Dogg and Lil Bow Wow? ROF LMAO.
Yeah.
No.
Not the image they want to present.
Listen, I think Chuck Norris is good.
Why? How did this happen? I pulled up a video of Mike Tyson versus Michael Spinks. Halfway through the video, there's fucking Donald Trump in here.
Of course, Trump is everywhere, man. What's wrong with you?
Just right here, hanging out with the boxers.
Was that fight in Atlantic City?
Probably.
Spinks won the title from Holmes and his manager Butch Lewis. I don't know what
Atlantic City. No. AC.
It must have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's like announcing or something. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, Trump just hanging out.
Kiaski says Bruce Lee would have wrecked Chuck Norris. He was a ball of muscle. Did you ever see Chuck Norris in it back in his day? Go look at Chuck Norris back in the days. He wasn't like, what are you talking about?
What is Chuck Norris trained in? Like what martial arts?
I don't know.
Let's see. Martial arts.
He was trained in acting.
Yeah.
The Stanislavski method. No, he was an actual. Didn't Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee actually fight in some kind of thing, like a real fight somewhere?
I don't know.
Yeah, see,
he's founded his own
Me Too
school
on Tube
of...
says Chuck Norris did beat Bruce Lee. He talked about it on Carson. Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Wow. He's won many championships. He started his own dojo for Chun Kuk Do. Yeah. And he's also a black belt. He's also a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo. So he's a ground fighter. He's a grappler.
Yeah, if he put hands on Bruce Lee,
it would have been over. He would have been wrapped and had him rear naked choked.
But he wasn't. Chuck Norris was not fat when he was younger. I don't know.
No.
Chuck Norris was ripped. He was ripped.
Let's see what Bruce Lee knew.
Go look at that movie. What was the movie? Was it Enter the Dragon? No. Was it Enter the Dragon? What was the movie that with Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee? Was that Enter the Dragon? Or was it the Hong Kong connection?
Just wait for the chat to catch up real quick. It'll.
Yeah.
Did you see? Have you seen that little kid that mimics Bruce Lee?
Yeah, with the
nunchucks and everything.
Yeah. Without
even badass, that little.
No, where is this?
Oh man, hold on.
Yeah.
The TV's running in the background, and this little kid's in front of the TV.
Text it to me, Patrick, so I could.
I'll put it in the Slack thing.
And including melting the.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like anyone who thinks out
Turn
there.
of the Dragon.
Yeah, anyone who thinks I am not a Bruce Lee fan, I'm a huge Bruce Lee fan. Huge Bruce Lee fan.
So he was a Jeet Kune Do. Chinese martial arts and Wing Chun. That's his.
You talking about Bruce Lee?
Bruce Lee, yeah.
Okay, so here, let me go to the. Let's go to Let's go.
He did a
over here and
bunch
look
of
at
his
this
own
kid.
stuff, supposedly, too.
Okay, here we go. It's playing up. Whoa,
Put that little fucker on there, man. He's badass.
Oh, I'm scared of this kid.
He's
Yeah,
badass.
chat too much.
Okay, that kid's badass.
Yeah,
Respect.
pretty.
Respect to that kid right there. No, I think there was a fight between those two, and I'm a huge Bruce Lee fan. I really like Bruce Lee and all that kind of stuff, but
There
yeah,
it is.
you got to be realistic with these fights. And Diesel Vision said, my high school principal beat Chuck Norris, and every fight that broke out in school, he'll show us the tape. Nah. You better have a copy of that tape.
I know. We need a copy of that.
I want to see that thing.
Hmm.
And MC1
Wait, Chung.
MC1sc, aka Mika, says Bruce Lee was the first mixed martial artist.
Yeah, he did his own thing too. He didn't necessarily follow all that official stuff.
Yeah, and Diesel Vision says he could take that kid. Yes, of course. If you land any blows. I mean,
Ryan
that kid's
Quicks
bones aren't even that kid's bones are still rubber at this point.
Brian Quick says Bruce Lee started in Wing Chun and then developed Jeet June Do, which I guess is his own style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, I mean,
Have you guys done any martial arts stuff ever?
who, me?
Nope.
Either of you?
Negative.
No.
I'm not disciplined enough.
No. Lover, not a fighter.
I'd like to take.
My father was into all that stuff, but he didn't want to teach me because I always had a bad temper.
I want to take Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I feel like that's one of the better ones to do.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Tapoeira. You look so cool.
The dance fighting?
Yeah, like bouncing around and leg flipping.
Capoeira. That's funny.
I have a really bad joke that I just can't use. A really bad joke. I know Glockitsu. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Fuck Shih Tzu.
Yeah. The art of, by the way, I think shooting, gunfighting is a martial art, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So, it's not just buying the guns. You got to actually use them. I'm not saying I'm the best. Not saying I'm the best either. All right, so listen. Chuck Norris, really cool. Try to get out there and meet Chuck Norris right now. It's my personal advice.
I guess somebody in the chat reminded me. I practice Wang Dang Sweet Poon Tang.
I knew that was coming. I knew one of those was coming up.
Wang Dang Sweet Poon Tang.
Babyface is not amused by that.
I'm watching guys do Wing Chun, and it's
Wing Chun.
He's distracted. He's distracted by this.
it looks like something a weeaboo would do to pretend like he's cool.
Yeah.
You guys don't know what a weeaboo is. That's all right.
Yeah. S. Armitage says, is gun kata a martial art like Equilibrium? No, but there is what is that thing called that everyone says? I did a video on this and I can't remember it now, but what Keanu Reeves is studying, kind of like what they use in the John Wick movies. What is that called? Gun fu? I think it's gun fu kind of a thing. So, Kioski says Lee and Norris never fought. They trained with one another. Just watch Chuck's interview. Okay, Kioski updating us on that. So, someone see if there's video of Chuck Norris versus Bruce Lee. And everyone right now, go ahead and put in who would win. Go ahead. Put it in there. We can't
Place your bets. Place your bets.
Yeah, we can't stop you. I know Bruce Lee, we already proved, he didn't. Time gets us all, my friends. Time gets us all.
Special case says Mike at MW Tactical does jiu-jitsu. I hear jiu-jitsu is like the starting point, like the really good starting point for learning to do real fighting, not to just, showmanship.
Yeah. Red Bear says, looking up Glock Horse Performance Center, perfection in breeding. What?
Perfection in breeding?
I don't know what the hell, Red Bear. I don't know where he's coming with on that stuff right now. I
Okay.
have no idea. Gibson Fender says, I watched the video on the PSA rifle yous were shooting. I liked it, man. Okay, you guys want to talk about that a little bit? That video's up there, the KS-47 from Palmetto State Armory. The video is up on the tubes. Both of you dudes were in it. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think? It's up there. Everything is up there. I don't even think I edited anything out of that video.
I liked it. I'm a what would it be called? I don't know if a snob's the right word. I like my AKs as AKs and my ARs as ARs. But with that being said, I thought it was a pretty good gun, all things considered.
Okay. All right. There you go. What about you, Walt?
I used to really want a gun like that back in the day. Mm-hmm. And then I think it would be cool if I made it like a real small little carbine or a real small little package, smaller type thing. I don't know so much about the carbine length thing. I'm kind of losing the thrill of the metal handguards. Goes away when you start to shoot a lot because they get hot as crap.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Unless you use those wraps. I like there's a lot of the different wraps and stuff out there that you could use,
right.
But yeah, if you're really gonna run it, I think you're right, Walter. I think that gun would be great as an SBR.
Yeah. It needs to be shortified and stockified and
Listen, I think it was a cool gun. There was some issues there. A couple of things. One, there was some issues with the handguard. It's discolored, first of all, I think, in the anodizing. Yeah,
it was a little purple color
purplish
versus black. Yeah.
The handguard.
Yeah.
And,
it was kind of purplish, but only with sunglasses. It's the only way I could tell.
If I looked at it with my naked eyes and my
it just looked a little off.
It looked grayish.
Yeah.
Compared to,
yep.
But on camera, and if you took a photo or look through sunglasses, it's definitely purple. They said they're dealing with that. They're probably that's whatever company they use. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
They send it off to that happen.
Contracted.
Yeah, and then the handguard separated a little bit. I guess whoever put it together over there didn't really crank it down.
Yeah, that's all. Those handguards like that, you can only crank so much, and then you just they're gonna come loose eventually. So, and some of those, I hate to say it, but some of those guns like that, I prefer an old school M4 style handguard on it. It stays cooler longer. It's easier to grab onto. I mean, if you're not going to mount a bunch of crap on the handguard.
The plastic ones with the heat shields work great.
Yeah. I mean, old school is not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. Also, the dude who put that together will be found and flogged.
Yeah, that's what they said.
The folks at PSA promised me that he would be found and flogged soundly.
It could be a she, by the way.
Within an inch of his life. We're not going to speak on that. That would be a domestic situation. So I think that was really. Oh yeah, and then we tested the magazines.
Yeah,
they all worked, right?
Yeah, the Tapco was kind of crap.
It was really tight fitting in there. So
yeah,
it could.
But it's a Tapco.
Yeah, that was a first gen Tapco too. So I don't know about the later ones, but
yeah. But listen, I'm not saying don't. If that's what you can afford, get it. You're probably gonna have to file it down or something.
Yeah, no, I mean it wasn't that big of a deal. I forced it into the opening and the bolt. The bolt removed some plastic and it worked. So.
That's true. Yeah. And then we were trying those lockback things that I forget the names of them, but my friend Dimitri came up with that. You said you've seen that in the past. Walter, some other guns.
The Yugoslavian AK mags all have that hold open follower, and now they're importing those Croatian AK mags, brand new ones, they all have that bolt follower that stops the magazine too. So
I don't have any of the new ones. Then I have some of the old ones. I didn't know the new ones had the bolt hold open.
Yeah, the ones you see that are stamped made in Croatia, those all have that hold open follower.
Oh,
so.
Cool.
Yeah,
that works up until you take out the magazine. It's not.
I think
going
it'll
to
smack.
Yeah.
At least it kind of gives you a audible or a tactile feel like, oh, I'm out sort of thing.
Yeah.
Instead of just getting a click and you're like, oh shit, out.
Yeah.
The problem with that is you forget that there's nothing holding it, and you get your hand in the way when you pull that mag out.
Yeah.
And it reminds you really quick that there's no hold open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, by the way, we've got like 145 people watching. We got 80 thumbs up. So anyone out there, please, if we got like 20 more thumbs, then we would hit 100. So if you guys are out there, you haven't smashed the thumbs, please do that. Oh, you know what I thought would be cool, and someone mentioned this in the comments on that video. The Devil Dog Concepts makes a side charger. If you look that up, makes a side charging device that works on an AR. That might be cool in terms of modifications. I agree with you, Walt. Chop the barrel.
Yeah, shorten it. Some kind of stock that you prefer.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I have a preference for my likes, and then maybe even a fun switch.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a lot more.
Are you thinking projects, Walter? Are you thinking of projects?
I don't know. I mean, once we do the fun switch, though, it lives at Safety Harbor Firearms.
Yeah, we could do some horse trading. We could,
probably come up with something.
We could do some horse trading there. Let me see who shows us. Says, Hank, are you still associated with Big Daddy Guns? Big Daddy Unlimited, yes. So we still do the Big Daddy Unlimited thing for folks out there. I don't know if that's what you're asking about, but that would probably be the only association that we have. And if you don't know what that is, that's basically the wholesale prices membership thing that Big Daddy has going on. So we typically have links for that for the folks who do want. I know there's some people who don't like it. If you use it, if you do like it and you use it, and you go through us to sign up for them, it helps support us, helps pays the bills around here. I think that's our only association. I don't know if anyone else has anything to say with that. Not Babyface. Babyface not allowed to say.
I'm not even listening.
Yeah. Patrick not talking about this one. Good. First. I'll just hear it from him later on that one. I'm not sure what you wanted to know in terms of that show, just if you had a specific question there behind that. Let's see. Okay, I saw some people saying that that Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris were just fighting on the set, and Chuck Norris was kicking his ass. I don't know. We'll have to see. I think there's a movie coming out with Brad Pitt and what's the name of the I'm on Top of the World guy?
I don't know.
I know the movie you're talking about, but I don't know.
There's a movie coming out, and I saw in that it's like supposed to be back in the 70s, kind of like Hollywood thing, and it has Bruce Lee in there. Yeah, I can't remember the name of what that movie is. Show just says, thanks, Hank. Just curious what happened. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm just off doing my own thing. Got my own studio here. Some separation of the, some demingling of stuff.
It's called a change of alliances.
Yeah.
It's a change of alliances.
Walter can say it eloquently.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a frequent occurrence in the gun world.
Yeah,
and
it happens all the time.
Leave it at that. Yeah.
Yes, very true, very true. But as I said, I still do business with them. I don't think Walter does. I don't think Patrick does.
Catch me personally somewhere, and I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah. Okay, babyface. Stay off social media, though. Stay off social media with that. If you haven't caused enough trouble yet. Brick says Leo DiCaprio. Yeah.
What?
Once upon a time in Hollywood. So Leonardo DiCaprio and what was the other? Brad Pitt are in there, and in the trailer there's Bruce Lee for some reason. Yeah. So I don't know, I don't know if that's going to be good or not. It's a Quentin Tarantino movie. I'm sick and tired of Tarantino, so there you go. I'm not really feeling Tarantino like I used to back in the days. All right, let's see. You guys want to switch over and talk about some other stuff here?
Yeah, like I want to bring up the poor poacher that got eaten by the lions.
Okay, Walter.
Where'd you get this at? I gotta find this.
I saw the story. I don't have a thing of it though.
Okay, so these poacher in the one of the parks there in over there in Africa, poaching the rhinos, which those poor rhinos just hanging out being rhinos, and he got trampled by an elephant, and then the lions ate his ass. All they found was a pair of pants and a skull. That's it. Awesome.
Really?
What comes around goes around, baby.
Yeah.
Elephant and his remains devoured by a pride of lions at a South African park.
Yeah.
The man's accomplices told his relatives that they had been in the park to poach rhinos on Tuesday night when he was killed by an elephant. Search party, including rangers on
And
foot
they
and
left
members of
him?
the park's
They left him
air
there?
wing. Yeah. Searched the area that was described by the family, but could not find the body because light was fading. Searchers found the remains on Thursday morning. The managing executive of the park, Glenn Phillips, offered his condolences to the family of the dead man, who was not identified. Entering Kruger National Park illegally and on foot is not wise. It holds many dangers, and this incident is evidence of that.
It's not sane.
Okay, and another similar story. I saw it on Fox News this afternoon. I guess somebody, there it goes. Shark circles Hawaii waters, pulls down body of rescuers scramble. I guess somebody jumped off a cliff and was dead, floating in the water. Mm-hmm. And a big mako shark basically ate him.
Makos will do that.
That's called nature recycling.
Pretty much.
The guy was dead anyway, so.
Yeah,
so as the rescue people start to show up, the shark is circling the body, and he
decides, smells good.
Let's get out of here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Listen.
Tiger shark, not mako. Sorry,
yeah,
Makos.
If you're related to that person that unfortunately happened to, in terms of the poaching thing, hey, it sucks. But stay the hell out of the frickin' park.
So does killing those rhinos. That sucks too.
Yeah.
For some Chinese fucker to get his rocks off, no way.
Yeah.
No way. Sorry.
So far as the guy who unfortunately died out there and got eaten by the sharks, that's
he jumped.
Also terrible. He jumped.
He killed himself first.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps that's how he wanted to go.
I don't think he wanted to get ate by a shark, but yeah,
it's called the circle of life. You get eaten by the shark poops you out.
Then
the
the sharks,
little fish eat the poop.
And the little pieces fall to the bottom, and the crabs eat them, and yeah.
And then people eat the crabs.
Yeah, and everything's good, man. Boom.
Yeah, cycle of life.
Red Lobster's got food.
Yeah, I don't know about you two, but I personally don't believe in being buried. I believe in cremation. Just cremate me and scatter my ashes.
Yeah, kind of wasting good land, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what about you, babyface? Or you're too young to think about this yet?
I don't want to think about that yet. Not ready yet for that. Not ready to consider that yet.
Okay.
Give
me
a couple of years before I think about my own mortality. Thank you very much.
YNH says once you're in the ocean, you are fair game. True.
Yeah.
True, man. The ocean is was worse than space.
The wilds of the world don't give a crap.
Yeah. But space, you just freeze to death. So far as I know, nothing eats you out there. Not yet. But in the ocean, you get recycled. It's better than eating plastic. Unless you got some straws in your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have some Osama bin Laden crabs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Jafari H says Akuda Matata.
Yeah, it's a wonderful place or thing or whatever, yeah.
Gibson Fender says, what happened to the guy from Vegas? They used to come in here all the time.
Guy from Vegas?
Yeah, we had a couple people in the chat from Vegas, actually. I think some of them, at least one of them, is not doing so well. The folks here in the chat will fill you in on that. Brick says, me too, Hank. Funerals and burials are ridiculously overpriced. Yeah. Now, the only thing is you don't want to wind up like, did you ever see Diamonds Are Forever, Walter? I know, Babyface, you never saw that.
I probably have, but I don't remember what's
it's a James Bond movie from the 70s. And in Diamonds Are Forever, they knocked out James Bond and put him in a coffin, and they were trying to cremate him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just make sure I'm dead before you cremate me. If not, just pump a few in. Okay, he's dead. Let's do it now, Because that's kind of a nightmare, right? You wake up, like everyone thinks you're dead and they put you in the coffin.
Yep, terrified.
And then you wake up in the crematorium.
Wake up in the cooler at the morgue?
No, in the
oven?
In the oven, you know, like
you're pretty much, you wake up in the oven, you're done. So.
Yeah. It's Kill Bill. We were just talking about Quentin Tarantino. Kill Bill. Remember they buried what's her name, Uma Thurman, and she had to like break out of the box and then dig her way up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tyven Show says we can hear your fan on your computer, Walter.
Is it Walter's or mine?
I don't know.
Because I don't hear Walter's, but it might be mine. Let's see.
It could be Babyface.
Do you hear it? Like?
Yeah.
Now is it quiet?
Yes. Let me see. Someone says
I gotta cool the family jewels. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta cool those things down. We still want him to have babies. He didn't have any babies.
That's right.
Yet. Okay, so hold on. All right. So someone sent me some pictures here. Let me see. Let me throw up these pictures on.
Gotta get some batteries.
Boom.
Now it got real loud and we can hear ourselves.
Okay, hang on now. I gotta get some batteries. Sorry.
So check it out. This is from Ronald Hotboy. I guess this is something he came up with to hide his. That's a Scorpion and a CZ. I want to say, if you guys could see that. Nice little hiding place right there. Boom. Okay. All right. So there you go. Did that. Okay, let's go on to, did you guys hear about the ammo ban? I was watching, who was I watching? Someone was talking about this. I'll tell you guys right now. Liberty Doll was talking about this.
So I saw the thing and I didn't actually get a chance to watch your video yet.
There's a national ammo ban. Let me see if I could pull up the story here. What the heck happened to the story? Okay, cannot find this story anywhere, and I thought I had it.
I'm going to her page.
See if it's
National Ammo Background Check Bill?
Yeah, I think it's, okay, here it goes. HR 1075. I think I sent you a link.
You stuck it in our chat.
Yeah.
Don't forget it's there.
Yeah.
This is a Congress.org thing, though. So this is kind of raw. To prevent the purchase of ammunition by prohibited purchasers. This act may also be cited as Jamie's Law. The purpose of this act is enhance the background check process in the United States to prevent the purchase of ammunition by individuals prohibited from doing so.
Crazy. Crazy.
Okay.
I mean, they always try to keep passing these laws, but, you know, it's one of the things we have to keep on top of here. You know, these laws are a little bit crazy. There's several articles. This has been going on for a couple of weeks here. But I think this is one of the things that if we just don't pay attention to it, they'll sneak it past us. And next thing you know, it's law. It's the law. By the way, interesting thing in there, military and law enforcement exempted.
Such as a person who is prevented, so paragraph 1 should not apply to transfers between a licensee and another person if, in the case of the firearms transfer, such other person has presented to the licensee a permit that allows such other person to possess or acquire a firearm. I'm trying to see, it was issued for more than 5 years. States of the state provides that such permit is to be issued only after an authorized government official is verified. Case of an ammunition transfer, such other person has presented to the licensee a permit that A, allows such person to possess or acquire ammunition, so you have to have a license to own your ammo, and B, that the license is no more than 5 years old.
It's really crazy.
That if you had a license to own ammo, then you wouldn't have to go through the background check. How insane is that?
Yeah, this is just another block that they're trying to put out there that goes against the Second Amendment.
And again,
do
you
say
think
that there's nothing in the Constitution about ammo?
Do you think any criminal is going to give a rat's hairy ass about this?
No, actually, no.
As always, no.
But it doesn't mean they won't try to do this, and it doesn't mean that if you don't keep an eye on even Republicans.
The rhinos will vote this in because this makes them look good in the middle of the rotor's eye, or at least they think.
Yeah. Brian Wyatt says it will only stop when you stand up and say no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Well, that's kind of what's going on with the bump stock. Nobody's turning them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically. The only thing is this is going to affect everywhere you would buy ammo, so it's not making you turn your ammo in.
Yeah,
it's making you.
They'll have to follow the law, man. This could be very restrictive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's already rules that ammo manufacturers and distributors follow, but this could be.
That's because they're in the business of ammo, though. It's not.
Yeah.
They're not private individuals, which is. It's crazy. It's just insane. And whoever thinks this shit up, who came up with this crap?
Wasserman Schultz is the one who put this one.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Representative Wasserman Schultz, Debbie from Florida. I hate her so much.
Why isn't she in jail?
Yeah, seriously.
Why isn't that whore in jail? Holy cow! There's so many shenanigans with that bunch. Her and her Pakistani IT guy, and no telling how much stuff got stolen by the security-wise stuff got stolen by the Pakistanis.
Right. Yeah. But that's not a story.
Well, that doesn't matter, right? You know, it's not gonna stop you from getting your welfare or letting your illegals in. I saw a thing. They say there's 700,000 illegals in Florida.
700,000?
I saw this number posted, and I was like, "Holy fuck moly!" You know how much money that's costing everybody? 700,000 illegals, if that's true.
Wow.
Who the hell's paying for all these people?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, and then oh god, this stuff just makes my head explode. Then they're worried about this kind of stuff like ammo. It's like, who gives a fuck? I need my ammo, so we have to dispense these. Anyways.
Yeah. Just say no to ammo.
Just say no to
background checks. Yeah. Oh, illegals. We're talking about the illegals.
Yeah. Just say no. Yeah. Yeah, they want to let prisoners vote in jail too.
Well, see, I try to give you my solution, Walter, but you would not support it. So
I don't want no fucking zombies. Okay.
Zombies on the border, Walter.
I'll kill them too.
On the border.
Zombies on the border. Everything. That sounds like a rock song. Zombies on the
reggae.
border. Dun 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 dun.
Me no want no illegals. Yeah. Me put the zombie on the border. Yeah.
Zombies on the border, man. Zombies.
What you gonna do?
Can we play that to steel drums?
Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm cracking my own self up.
Ganja, get the ganja with the zombies, man.
What you gonna do when the zombies come for you?
Ganja zombie.
Yeah. Do you remember that song from Cops? Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna
do when the zombies come for you? Bad boys.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Okay, I had my moment there.
All right, fine. I'm telling you, people, zombies on the border. It's gonna fix it. Somebody believes me. Zombies on the border. Anyone we catch, we put them in zombie outfits. Okay, let them walk around out there. Zombies on the border.
Okay.
When Trump uses this, just remember that I told you about this.
You brought it up. You started it.
Yeah. Just remember who originated this idea. I think that Trump does listen to this podcast.
Mr. President, if you're listening.
Are you trying to disavow me now?
Build the wall, biatch. Build the wall. But anyways.
Yeah. Lowlight says zombies with frickin' lasers.
Here. Yeah. Zombies.
And Red Bear says, how about we take back the wall we paid for in Israel?
Yeah, well, that's another effective story.
Yeah.
Zombies on the border. Dum, dum, dum. We have lasers.
You're going to put your eye out with that thing.
Okay. Put the camera out. If it shines just right, cause the camera to flash out.
Okay, let me see. I'm going to try to share this with folks out there so that you can see it.
Aliens are landing. That's what it is.
I'll put it in our chat here also. Hold on.
Okay.
I'll put this article here so we can want to see if anyone's head explodes when I throw that up there.
Don't do that to me.
Here we go. Let me go to it right here. Boom. Illinois House votes to require women, African American, on all corporate boards. After a heated debate, calls of racism and shouting, the Illinois State House Representatives voted to require all publicly held companies in the state to have at least one woman and one African American on the company's corporate board.
That's bullshit. I mean, coming into my company and telling me who's going to be on my board. Sorry.
What are considered publicly held?
I don't know
companies?
how they're going to get people to collaborate with that.
They're going to get the janitor to be on the board or something. I mean, not that there's not people that can't be on the boards, but you don't come in. That's like saying you're going to have
and it would also require the Secretary of State to keep an online list of corporations that would show if a company is in compliance with the law.
Nothing like living in a communist country, huh?
Yeah.
Seriously.
The bill would also impose fines up to $300,000 for failure to comply.
Time to move across the border.
Resistance is futile.
Time to well.
The only way you're gonna hurt them is in their pocket. Move all your companies across the border to the other states and tell them to screw themselves.
Are there any companies that are actually based in Chicago?
God, I would.
Well, let's talk.
Hope
They
not.
said you said Illinois.
Yeah, it's
I'm
all
sorry,
state.
Illinois.
Not Chicago.
Yeah, it's not just Chicago. This is statewide.
Illinois, yeah.
You know,
Illinois,
so you got some poor guy down in middle of nowhere, Illinois. You're gonna tell him he's got to do all this stuff?
Publicly held. So what's that? Does that just mean that it's publicly traded?
I guess
I don't know. So it's
you hire people to put in positions that are qualified to do it.
Exactly. You don't hire somebody that's unqualified because they
whatever color they are, whatever planet they come from. Yes.
Discrimination to fix previous discrimination is not the answer. Because you're discriminating against potentially a better candidate for somebody who's
we fixed all that in the 60s. Sorry.
Yeah. So
and the 70s.
So Illinois has lots of problems.
Illinois,
Basically, burn the whole state down, start all new.
Yeah, pretty much.
Start it up brand new.
The problem's not the rest of the state. The problem's Chicago. Yeah, that's the problem, not the rest of the state.
Yeah. So here, let me show you guys this. I will flip back to the screen capture here for a sec. Wait. Did it do it? There we go. Okay. Here we go. IWI's Caramel Assault Rifle / Carbine showed at LAAD 2019. Rumors
I saw that.
That the Israeli weapons industries have discreetly been developing a new 5.56 by 45 assault rifle. Have circulated for a couple of years now, culminating with a brief since taken out. The TFB post on leaked material in July 2018. For the last 9 months or so, nothing else emerged anywhere on the mystery IWI rifle until the opening of the 2019 LAD Defense Security Exposition in Rio de Janeiro.
That is one ugly fucking gun.
You know, when it comes to the military, is it effective?
You know what it looks like? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Beretta. That's no longer
that one.
AR,
whatever that is. I don't like that either. I think that's an ugly gun too.
That's another one. The Israelis love their injection molding, and this is another.
They should have just made a bullpup.
They already
have one.
That thing.
Oh, they do.
They've got all American suckers with those already. So now they gotta go back to regular rifle.
Oh boy. Oh, wait a second, Walter. What are you trying to say?
Well, I don't know. What am I trying to say?
Oh, you're hating on the Tavor, are you?
All I see is this. I looked at this gun and I was like, oh my god, it's just look how the stock folds down.
It's ugly.
It's like, what the over? I mean, I know they'll tell you it's ergonomic this and blah 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 that and all that. Sure, it's and plastic.
Yada.
Inside of it's the same old. It's a G36 or it's something else similar to that. Kind of like, like the Germans tried to push the HK XM8, which is basically just a plastic.
I like the XM8 just because it looked cool. It looked space age, but
felt. Yeah, it's just a G36 inside.
G36 in the housing. Yeah.
Right.
And of course, HK being HK decided everything had to be proprietary on it. So no pick rails, no M-lock, no any of that sort of thing. That everything was proprietary.
And they said the main word, no good. And it
died off.
Yeah, that went far.
Well, the hard thing for us is you have to have something, at least U.S. military wise. It has to be significantly better than the M16 or M4 for us to adopt it. And that's pretty hard to do. So it's going to be a while before we adopt something new.
You notice the Russians, they've had all these really cool guns that have popped up, but everything they do goes right back to just a modernized AK.
Well, I was just
AK-100
about to say,
series.
Walter's going to say that we just need to get an AK,
Well,
which I
we
don't
can't-
agree with.
Americans can't do that because it's
No.
an AK.
Yep.
We can't. That's like the Americans using the FAL. We took the M14 when the FAL was 10 times superior to the frickin' M14.
Because we're
But we
American,
couldn't do
can't
that
have
because it wasn't American. The American general type said, "Oh no, we can't do that. No. Let's take the old wooden gun."
Yeah.
So that's what they did. You know.
Mhm.
Well, meantime, the rest of the world went to the FAL, and what happened to the M14? It faded away and to the M16. You know, it's like, well, we all know that. It's not necessarily the best choice in the world either, but
What
it
do
is
you
what
think
it
is
is.
the best in the world, Walt?
No,
Best in the world? That's a crazy question.
yeah. I mean, the best in the world. I mean,
I think guns are mission specific as well. You
Yeah.
can't have one best gun for everything.
I mean the
Agreed.
AR-15, the M16 is an urban type gun, in my opinion. It's not made for shooting across long distances. So then you need a 308. So if I was going to have a 308, then I would probably go, before there was a SCAR and stuff like that, I would probably go with an FAL. But the FAL is not the best thing for the dirt, for the dry.
So the
conditions.
Galil, 308 Galil.
G3 is an awesome gun. It works good, but it's heavy. So you're never going to satisfy everybody's.
Yeah,
likes.
yeah. That's the thing is you gotta do the best you can for what your mission is.
Right. So M16, sure. If you need to really reach out and touch something or shoot through things, you need a 308.
You know what would be a really good option for some people? Segue. The MC1 by Mossberg.
That was a good transition.
Oh boy!
You like my segues? Is that a pretty good one?
You did, yeah.
Tell us where you got that from.
I found it on a not a cattle farm, on a goat farm. I went to a goat farm over the weekend and I found it sitting there.
Okay, yeah.
And I borrowed it from the goat farmers. But so far I like it.
Did you do
So,
a video
okay.
on it?
Not yet. I'm planning on doing that soon. Because the takedown, for anybody that's not aware, the takedown on this gun is different from a Glock, even though it uses the same magazines.
And technically that's done to make it safer, right?
Is that the reason?
Because
I don't
you think about where you take a Glock apart with that slide thing. What if you have
Yeah, everybody always complains about, like,
what if you
having
had a round still? I mean,
Yeah, if you don't check the chamber, then you're going to shoot a hole through your ceiling or your hand or whatever. So, yeah, I guess it would be considered safer. I've never personally had a problem, but maybe somebody has.
that's why I thought they did what they did there. Because it's not a, as people say, a patent thing, because they don't have a patent.
That patent is over.
they
well, they
they have a design patent.
A design patent. Yeah.
It's not called. It's actually beyond the design patent. It's kind of like the Coca-Cola bottle. That's a different type of design pattern patent. So you can't knock a Glock off look-wise, but mechanically you can knock it off. So
Okay. All right. Before we go on here, I want to mention Armament and Axes gave us a couple of bucks. He says for Babyface P eye drops.
Yeah, my eyes are really dry today.
did you do?
I just got glasses today. Finally, I've been wearing contacts for years and years and years. I finally got a pair of glasses, and I don't know if they're bothering my eyes or my eyes are just dry. But man, I need to get some eye drops after the show.
Okay. So here, I want you to do something. Show the MC1 from.
$65 grand to
Show
MP4.
that. Show that. Okay. Now put it down on your desk. Put it down on your desk. Okay. Now watch. I'm gonna do this magic trick. Boom.
Oh, shizzits! How'd you do
He
that?
stole it. It's gone. It's no.
It's
no longer here.
What are you? Is this like kind
Tell-
of sleight
Where did
of
it go?
hand thing or something?
Yeah,
Teleportation.
Holy cow! You beat me on that.
Teleportation there.
So now that you have it in your hands, go ahead and tell them about it.
Yeah. All right. So.
Did somebody make a mistake and send you two?
Okay, so what happened is we did request from Mossberg the MC1. We never got it, so Barnauls was actually cool enough to send us one, and we did a video which I'll get up sometime this week, and then boom, this one showed up today
From Mossberg.
for Mossberg. So we got
I
two
call
of them.
first dibs. First
Oh,
dibs.
there you go. Okay. There you go. Now, this one, typically what Barnauls does is when they send us stuff, they just send it to us. We can say, do whatever we want to on it, destroy it, whatever the hell we want to. This is like your typical T&E program though, so I think we have it for like 60 or 90 days or something. Then we have to buy it or send it back. So, Walter, I can't remember if you got a chance to shoot this or not.
No, I did not.
Okay. So, Patrick, you did get a chance to shoot it.
And I liked it a lot. Yeah. I really, really liked it. It very similar to a Glock. It has the trigger feels very, very similar. It even sounds the same. Internals are very similar.
Yeah, it fits in my holster.
It hangs holster pretty well. The hump is not quite as pronounced, so it's got a bit of a different angle, and it's a little bit larger and a little bit heavier. But for bigger hands, I think this thing would fit very nicely for some people, and I really, really like it.
Yeah,
big fan.
Yeah, that's what I like about this versus the P365, for example. So I think the P365 it's a good gun. It's a good gun. We were shooting it this weekend because Lola was, trying to see how it handles for her, and she was trying out some other stuff. I think this fits really good versus that in the hands. It has different swells here. It doesn't have the other, it has that different grip angle. So if your hand has been maimed by 1911, I guess you're still good.
Maimed?
Yeah, if it's been maimed by it. And it's got like nice slide serrations. I think Patrick just said that. The
grip texture's nice.
Yeah, the trigger is Glockish.
Panhead 413 says, "Will it fit a G43 holster?"
Mm-hmm. It fits Hank's. It's not perfect, but it does fit, and a pinch you could make that work probably.
Yeah, it did fit in mine. I don't know if Mossberg's going to come out with stuff. I did ask Harry's holsters if they were going to do it. Harry told me he didn't think it was going to be popular, and he didn't know if there was going to be a demand for it. So right now, the answer to that will probably be
okay.
I guess it's all going to depend on demand, right?
Yeah, but it shoots to like what we were saying. I think it's very close to what a Glock is.
I mean, what did I do? I picked this gun up and bang, 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 like $50 at 7 yards with the full magazine. So I'm not like tooting my own horn. I'm not a great shot. I just happen to shoot the Glocks really well. I liked it. I really, really like it. The only downside I see right now, which only time will tell, is their smoky clear magazines are not metal reinforced. So time will tell how loading and unloading these plastic magazines will go. It's hard to tell. I don't know what sort of plastic they're using, but like Glock mags are metal lined. These are not metal lined.
Yeah. I think Kioski is asking, it says, when you buy a T&E gun, is it a good discount or is it like a standard wholesale? It really depends. We've looked at it. We've looked at it before, Patrick. It's in the same ballpark. Maybe it's a couple of bucks cheaper. Obviously,
it's not a whole lot cheaper.
Huh?
Typically, it's not a whole lot cheaper.
Dealer pricing or whatever.
Yeah,
it's basically dealer pricing. Sometimes a little less. Sometimes right on with dealer pricing. Depends on the gun.
Oh. Yeah. Someone's asking what our light options are. There's not a lot of light options on these. Although I think I saw somewhere there's a laser.
Yeah.
There is a laser coming out by... I just saw it.
It's on the Firearms blog, I think.
Firearms blog? Yeah. Let me see if I could find it. Go ahead, Walt.
And Red Bear has the answer how you transported the guns. He said it was black magic.
Black magic.
Basically.
Yeah, hell yeah, baby. Little bit of black magic goes a long way.
I had a shop teacher in high school, Mr. God. His name went right out of the black magic one. Anyways, he was a black man, and very knowledgeable in auto repair type stuff. So whenever we were in class and we were having a problem figuring something out, trying to get something to work, he'd walk up and he just do the boom, 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 it's working, right? It's running.
Mm-hmm.
I love people like that. It's amazing.
How'd you do that? And he goes, I got the black magic.
Mechanically inclined.
Yeah, oh yeah, he knew his stuff. Yeah,
mechanically inclinated. Okay, here, let me just pop this screen share here for a second. Viridian introduces E-Series laser sight from Mossberg MC1sc. So there he goes for anyone who wants to take a look at that. I'm trying to see if there's a price on here.
Mr. Powell, message.
Viridian, I'm guessing it's 100, maybe 120.
Yeah, MSRP 132.
Ooh, what did I say? I'm getting to know my stuff pretty well.
Yeah. What do you guys think about that, though? Laser, very
I'm
necessary.
not a laser guy.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a laser guy.
It's not bad for
Lasers-
the old dudes. That
To me,
need
lasers
the,
are kind of a crutch.
Okay. Lots of fan
Yeah.
noise right there.
What happened?
Yeah, real loud.
Oh,
Oh,
the fan came. Oh, never mind.
yeah.
The fan came
Yeah, there's some kind of
on
noise.
here.
On your
Yeah.
mic.
Is it rain? I don't know.
Now you can't hear
your
him.
microphone
You
is
turned-
muted,
yeah, you
Walt.
turned it down too far.
Yeah.
But you don't want to hear the.
Is that
The
rain,
fan.
Walter?
That's a fan?
No, it's the air conditioner.
Wow, it got real loud.
Noise you're hearing right now.
Here. No. I don't know how I can do this.
It's turning itself way up, Walter. You gotta talk or something.
You
There
gotta
we go,
show
okay.
Walter
Let him-
how to
let him
auto,
configure
how to auto level.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do auto leveling on his too.
Yeah, you got to walk Walter through how to auto level on Skype. I think it's in settings.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, we got Walter locked off here for a second to save your ears. Yeah. So listen, overall, I think it's decent. Obviously, it's going to take some time to see how it is. I think Razor JB was saying we should have put the slide on top and see how that ran. It might be possible to
It
put the slide.
won't work right. The Glock barrel locking lugs are different, slightly different, and the lockup mechanism is different. So they're not that similar. They're not close enough to do that.
Okay. Yeah, we'll mess around with it behind the scenes where there's no evidence of what we did.
Yeah, exactly.
Better or worse? Better or worse?
Same.
Yeah, take off the air conditioning. Hit the button.
Sweat to death.
You'll be fine. You'll survive. You're about to go to Kentucky. Red Bear says, despite all this rage, I'm still a boomer in a cage. What is that? What
you
is
don't
that
know
from?
what the...
No, what is that?
Oh, God, I don't know the name of that band. It's not Rage Against the Machine. Is that Smashing Pumpkins? I think it's Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, AC's blowing like right on his mic. Just move the mic around.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, Walter, your audio is off, so when you come back in, you got to hit it. Put it back on.
In the news.
Yeah. So I saw that there were a couple of people that are going to plead guilty on that whole college scandal. College entrance scandal.
I hope they they're not going to see a day of jail though. They're going to just pay some fines.
Yeah, that's probably why they're agreeing to. Okay, Walter, you can't even hear you
Back,
at
but
all.
now it sounds like a hairdryer in the background.
There's nothing on.
Yeah, I don't know where that audio is coming from. Okay, walk Walter quick through how to.
Okay,
auto.
Walter, open up Skype, very top left. Oh, he's on a Mac though. Go to the Mac window and settings.
Hang on a second here. Sky.
It's getting louder. You're gonna have to talk.
Yeah, you got to
There you go.
talk,
It's
Walter. Just keep
auto-adjusting
talking.
really loud.
Okay, well,
There
The
you go.
problem is it's auto-adjusting.
I've
That's
got
the
the
issue.
settings.
So open up settings, go to audio and video, and then under where it says automatically adjust your microphone, turn that off.
Well, I've been trying to do that, and it's not doing that. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Now take the slider and crank it down a little bit.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it's like cranked. Hang on.
Nothing changed yet.
Or take it off
Nope,
altogether. There you go.
Now talk.
You got to
That
keep
better?
talking, Walt.
Yep.
Okay, what am I doing?
You're good. As long as you're talking, you won't hear it in the background. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Skype difficult. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Your mic might be close to. Someone says, Red Bear says your mic is placed right near the laptop.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
It's
that
the
helps.
fan on the laptop, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the fan on the computer is coming on, and that's what's doing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now we don't hear it anymore.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh.
It's good now.
Okay.
For
No, you sound good.
yeah, some period of time. So we're looking at all this stuff. It looks like Trump's firing a bunch of people.
Yeah, good.
There's some positions open, Walter. Homeland Security.
Can I be in charge of the border?
Only if you use my idea.
Nope.
No.
Zombies on the border.
It's amazing how people are surprised when he said he was going to drain the swamp, and now they're like, "Oh my God, he's firing people." It's like that's sort of what we hired him to do. You're surprised by that?
That's the way he works. Either you conform or you're gone.
I'm on board with it.
You were mentioning about the college thing. You said a couple people. There's like 30-something people involved with this, not just a couple, and a whole bunch of them have pled guilty.
Yeah. One of them is one of the famous chicks, not both of them.
Somebody locally right here in this area has pled guilty.
Oh, really?
Wow. Next thing, they were fixing the SAT scores for people. So.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's be real here. Do I want to see those people thrown in jail? Not really. The best thing you can do to them is find the living shit out of them.
Some public flogging would be good. Just a little bit.
Make them do some community service stuff, working like picking garbage up at the school, something like that.
In a nasty orange vest that some homeless guy wore before.
Cleaning the oil trap out at the
or toilets, make them clean toilets, something
degrading.
Yes, very much so.
That would be that's the worst punishment for anybody of uppity status, is to have to do the dirty jobs. So, give him to Mike Rowe for a week. Let Mike Rowe take care of him for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, take him out to learn something.
Yeah.
Make him have to clean a stripper pole in a strip club. That's got to be a dirty job right there. Night Train says, yes, throw them in jail.
It doesn't accomplish anything by throwing them in jail.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm serious. I mean, yes, okay. Yes, they should be arrested. They should be photographed. There should be a mugshot. Maybe some handcuff parading around in public. That's always good. And then, find the living shit out of them. They're a couple $1,000,000 or something.
Trying to see who the other ones were, because those names should be public record, right?
Yeah, I think Gibson Fender says Felicity Huffman pleaded, and then the other chick didn't. Whatever.
There's like 30-something people involved with the whole thing.
Yeah, 14 people pleaded guilty. Prosecutors net 14. This is 3 hours ago on the Wall Street Journal. I'm trying to find the list.
I don't think they want to go in front of a jury or a judge.
No.
Not going to come out very well. How are you going to? Okay. Where are you going to get a jury that's going to side with the rich guy?
Yeah. Nope.
Kid school. They ain't going to happen.
So Grey Death said, how's it criminal that they bought their way into college? Rich people have been doing that for years and years and years and years.
It wasn't through like donations. Buying your way into college through a donation is shitty, but not the same as paying off a SAT worker to give higher scores, or paying off a coach to say that your child is a student athlete, even though they've never done anything athletic before.
Yeah. Meantime,
go ahead.
Meantime, there's kids that can do all that stuff that don't get in.
Don't get in, yep.
Right.
Yeah, Boss Hog says, Hank, have them pay my student loans off.
Yeah.
Panhand413 says, make them eat nothing but durian fruit. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, that's that stinky stuff that smells like a dead body. Supposedly it smells like a corpse.
Oh, it's like horrendously bad. I haven't smelt it, but...
Yeah, I would love to give one a sniff just once to know what it smelled like.
More than one man has said that. Oh, boy.
Oh, no, Hillsborough, California.
Well, here's another thing.
Quick says, these liberal elitists hate everything I stand for, and their graft schemes are coming back to bite them. Let them sit in the cell.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
I mean, not. It wouldn't hurt them for a while, but, it doesn't. There's a lot more worthy people need to be sitting in jail than those people. So
yeah. And let's see.
Make them pay for 10 or 15 or 20 people's college education.
Yeah. Yep. Night Train says, don't forget they committed fraud. That's federal.
That's the big thing is fraud.
Yeah. And someone says, can we bring back? The Pants says, can we bring back tar and feathering?
Or what were those? Shackles. You stand out in town for a week and
public floggings.
Yeah, that's the stocks. They put you in
stocks. Yep.
Yeah.
And people go by.
I could use that machine that stretches you out. Every now and then, I would like to get that machine that they shackle you to, and then they wind the things and it stretches you a little bit. I think that would be good for my back. I would like to.
You know what somebody told me today, Hank? Somebody has made. I don't know. You maybe have seen it. Somebody's made a video of all your your suggested punishment techniques and
Really? Of mine?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen
Your ideas for the border and stuff.
Oh.
Somebody's made a video.
Who made a video of that?
I'll have to ask. It's a guy that works for me, a younger guy. Told me he saw it.
Oh, really?
So a fan made it? That's hilarious.
That's funny. Yeah, someone hit me up with that link if you've seen it. I'd like to get a look at that because I can't remember all of it. I just remember the zombies. That's the way to do it. Let's see. Put him in the whirly gig, says the pan. The rack. Len Holt says what I'm talking about is the rack.
The rack, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
Yeah.
When you go to England and you see some of the stuff they did to people, and
that's what we should do.
The civilized English, yeah.
So there was somebody in Hillsborough County that was faking SAT scores. You said
somebody over here was part of the yeah. I just heard of somebody local.
I believe
love to know who that was.
What's your local school? Isn't that where Babyface went to?
You got so?
Do you think there's one school in Florida?
No, I'm saying
No,
what's the local college in
Oh,
Tampa?
no. I went to UCF.
It wasn't a big school. It's one of these academy places.
Yeah, I was in
okay.
Orlando.
Oh, okay. So here, let's look at this. We can definitely talk about that if you guys want to. But
What's
boom, the Jeep J6 concept imagines what a two-door Gladiator would be like.
Where's that at?
Show this. This is on Car and Driver.
I'll go take a
If
look
you
at it.
search a two-door Jeep Gladiator, you'll see it. Looks good.
Well,
Two-door would be sexy.
It doesn't take much to envision it. I mean, it's just take out the other set of doors, and we saw something very much like that at SEMA. Remember that?
Yes.
And I said, "Oh, that's cool." And it's like, what do they come out with? This four-door behemoth? That's
Well,
like,
because I think that's what they sell with the Jeeps. They sell the four doors the most. So
because there's kids and there's other yuppies that want to ride together and
yeah.
and go to events and stuff. But yuppies, are there still yuppies?
No, now they're millennials, hipsters. Hippies still exist, right? We still got hippies.
Yeah, it's called hippies. Hippies are now Clinton. Hippies are now the one in
Bernie
Germany,
Sanders.
the one in Germany that runs the country.
I heard Bernie Sanders is not for open borders. I saw that somewhere, but I can't find it now.
Bernie Sanders is nuts.
He doesn't believe in open borders, I think I saw somewhere. You know. So, by the way, this is I hate to go back to this, but you know the whole Nipsey Hussle thing? I saw some news that the guy shot him and kept coming back and shooting him.
Yeah.
You know why? Because when the guy shot him, he was cursing him out. He was cursing. He was like, "Fuck you!" And then the guy came back and shot him more, and he was like, "Fuck you still." So unfortunately, you know, the guy came back and finished him off, and I guess he couldn't in California legally own a gun or something like that. Because if you could talk back to the person shooting you,
you can shoot him.
You can also put some rounds up in him. But I guess he wasn't able to do that, which is interesting. You know, I'm not sure. You know, I'm sure he has some kind of criminal record or something in California. So, and his bodyguard conveniently happened not to be there. Can't rely on your bodyguard. You got to be your own bodyguard and your own police force.
Yep.
In my personal opinions.
Let me give you another personal opinion. Don't run with people that would shoot you. And if you do, run far away from them.
Yeah. And maybe also, if you are getting shot and you don't have any way of fighting back, play dead. Because you will survive. You know, don't taunt the guy to come back and get you. And finish you off. But you know, I know that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, Jafari, stupid yuppies with their stupid families and friends. Walt sounds kind of like a grumpy hermit.
Kind of like.
All right, here's my take on all this stuff. 99.9% of these people that buy all these vehicles and these trucks never, ever, ever, ever use them for their intended purpose, which is their 4x4. They never go off-road.
Going off-road?
Ever.
I go off-roading all the time.
In your backyard.
No, I've been off-roading. I've been off-roading in my RA.
I didn't say you.
I know. It's true though. It's true. I agree with you. A lot of people that buy like the big expensive ones, like Range Rovers and stuff like that, they never see a dirt road.
Right. Okay. Some people live where it snows, and they need it for the snow and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Most of these people don't even live where it snows. They wouldn't even know how to lock the 4-wheel drive in if their life depended on it. So they just get it because they think it's cool, and that's the way it is.
Well, and so what they say, I think statistically, they say the first people that buy the first original owners don't do it,
right.
But the second owner, the guy who comes in and gets it used cheaper.
Right. Well, that's smart.
Yeah, but also look, the 2-door Jeep is the one that goes off road more than anything.
Well, of course, because it's more agile off road. It's more suited for off road. Yeah.
Len Holt says, Walter, did Jeff Dunham model his dummy from you? I don't think he knows who Jeff Dunham is.
I know who Jeff Dunham is. And I know who Walter is. Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, is that the dummy's name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Walter. He's the grumpy guy.
Oh, you should have never told me
he's
that.
He's way grumpier than I am. Trust me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm not grumpy. I'm just. You're just
hungry. You're just hungry.
Well, this is my wife just made this. Is like it's called apple bake.
Mm-hmm.
It's got crispy apple stuff in it with cinnamon and.
So a long time ago, I worked on a documentary of a guy that had some bears. I think, was it Minnesota or someplace? He had this place where he fed the bears, which, by the way, is not a good idea.
No.
So this guy fed the bears, kind of like he got food from the dump and all that kind of stuff, and fed these bears. But he was a huge fan of the black bear and everything, and they did this thing on him called they're not mean, they're just hungry. That's what he was saying about the bears, that they're not mean, they're just hungry. So he was feeding them. So that reminds me of you, Walter. You're like a bear. You're not really mean. You're just hungry. Kioski says hangry. So don't feed the Walters.
She bought these apples to make this out of about 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And they've been sitting in the kitchen for 2 weeks, and I'm going, you better make that stuff because the apples are starting to look like they're,
when they're starting to get a little soft, that's when they're pretty good though.
Yeah, this is freaking awesome.
Yeah. Oh, cool. But still, Peggy, don't feed the bears. Don't feed them. This guy, I've seen footage of this. Like, he would feed these bears curlers and all those big donuts, and he would put it in his mouth, and the bear would come right up to his face and take it.
Oh, man.
It was so funny. And then people would drive over there when they were going through that area to go see all these bears. Like, what? No thanks.
That's like that crocodile, alligator. I can feed that alligator, right? Yeah, I can feed that alligator, right?
There's people that do that here in Florida, right?
Oh yeah, there are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They have some alligator out there that they're feeding for some crazy ass reason.
Did you see that picture? Speaking of that, kind of like that. See over the weekend that python they call it in the Everglades?
No.
The freaking python looked like it was 16 foot long. Yeah. It was ginormous.
Yeah. That's one of the problems we have in Florida. People have all these exotic pets that don't belong here.
Well, you know what started it all in the Everglades?
I found a
Hurricane Andrew. When Hurricane Andrew hit, there was a breeding place for snakes, and the people basically left. And the storm destroyed the breeding place, and the snakes escaped.
Mm.
And that was the main reason for the problem with the Everglades snakes right now.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Boo, we're doing a live thing. If you don't mind muting. I don't know where the headsets are. Okay. So yeah.
Guy
that comment says, wonder if people will be polite if food shortages happen. Depends on where you are, I think.
Wait, why?
Yeah.
No, it'd be awful. And we're going to be awful to each other.
Depends on where you are. Some people, not me, because I can't eat squirrels, even though it's good eating.
You can't eat squirrels?
No, I can't eat squirrels.
Why?
You have to trick me. Just do everything, and then don't let me know it's squirrel meat.
Wait, why? What about the squirrel? It's not a flavor. Is it?
Have you had squirrel meat before?
No, I want to try
okay,
squirrel.
Walter, what does it taste like?
Can't imagine it's that bad.
Chicken.
That?
Chicken of the trees?
Yeah, it's a rat.
Well, we actually
Tree rat.
yes, just like seagulls or flying rats.
That's right.
But I was out at a friend's. This is when I was a kid. We were shooting squirrels, and his grandmother cooked them up.
Yeah. Richard
Sounds
Hughes
pretty
says
good.
your volume might be too loud, Walter. Turn the volume on your thing down just a tad. On your actually on the unit, actually on the microphone.
Oh, I see.
It might be up too loud. Put it in the middle or a notch or two after the middle.
Is that better?
Yeah. Let us know, Richard.
Is that better?
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Way better.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. Tyven wants to know
about the SHTF 50. Okay, here's the story.
It's back
He also asked me about the creek.
from outer space.
I am bringing a couple of them to Knob Creek. They all have serial numbers. I all have to transfer through an FFL. If you have someone to do that transfer with at Knob Creek, we can talk. I'm not hunting somebody down to do the transfer. That's the story with Knob Creek. The story at home is we're going to go back through the list of names of people who were on the list last July. Going to call them, ask them if they're still interested, and go through that list first. And then once we finish that list, we'll take orders, new orders. So that's that. So that's the story.
All right,
and,
there you go.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. There probably will be a price increase a little bit after we get through those names.
And you're just selling just the uppers?
Just the uppers only. No, we're going to sell the lowers we have, but you're not buying them together. That's not going to happen. So, and there's reasons for that. But once I finish with these lowers that I have, I'm not going to make any more. So, it'll just be uppers only.
Okay, I call dibs on a lower.
No,
and an upper.
We can buy the one
and
at one time.
Any other things you make here Fort with and Fort 2 in perpetuity, henceforth. And forthwith.
Henceforth. And further. I understand that.
I'm calling eternal dibs. That's what I'm doing, babyface. Eternal dibs. You never heard of that? It's valid. It's valid. It's legal.
Oh, you're welcome, Tyven. You're welcome. Yeah. I'm trying to keep my life as simple as possible, so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So
yeah. So how many of those are you taking to the creek? Do you know yet?
There'll be two. I'm only usually. Okay, back in the old days, I'd take a dozen, but now I'm only taking two that are going to be, I would say, available to someone who can do the transfer. So what it has to do is it has to go from me to a local dealer, and then you'll have to do the paperwork with the local dealer. Okay. And in Kentucky, that's the states that border Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken. So, because that's the way they work up there. Florida doesn't do that. Florida, you got to be in Florida, but.
Yeah. So Walter's talking about the uppers, and yes, the uppers got serialized. CB.
Yes, they did. Yes, every upper is all serialized now. So.
Yeah.
All FFLs.
Yeah, and Chris Gibson wants to know, how does it compare to the GTC? What the heck is that? I don't know what the GTC is, so
I'm not sure either.
I probably should know, but I don't know.
G2C.
G2C. G2C. Yeah. Not sure.
Are we talking about? Are we back to this? Because the GTC
okay.
Is the Taurus. He may be way behind.
Oh, okay, yeah. He might have just jumped on now and is trying to find out about the
Mossberg. Friends, listen. I'm jumping in here. Friends don't let friends buy Taurus. That's the end of that conversation.
Okay. It's been said. So this is
Go look up the video. Go look up the video of the Brazilian cop shaking it to shoot it, and then never buy a Taurus.
Yeah. These are, from what we can see, the Mossbergs are good. But honestly, we need to shoot it more. I have a video. I'll try to get it done maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. That video will be up. I did post, I don't know if Lola's turned it on yet, but I did post a video on the Diamondback DB9 Gen 4 that we also shot. So that'll be going up. It's not too bad for the money. Nice little pocket pistol.
We shot that with our Circle of 9 or something, didn't we?
Yeah, 9 9s, yeah.
That thing was a handful.
Yeah. So, you know, we've got that. I'll try to get that out as soon as possible. There's like a ton of videos right now that we're way behind. We're trying to catch up on.
Okay, so Eternal Dibs, is that Old Testament or New Testament or both? Or is that from the book of
Hank? The book of Hank.
The Old Testament from the book of Hank.
Yeah. The book of Hank.
Was that carried out of Egypt with the Jews, or was
it could only be done once. It could only be done once by any human being on the planet, and I already called it.
Oh, Eternal Dibs.
So,
I like that.
Yeah, there you go.
One dibs covers them all.
Yeah, Christian Gress says the Mossberg doesn't look half bad. Look, it's, you know.
It feels good to me.
Yeah.
It feels really good in the hand.
And I think that it's making the sales prices competitive. We looked into the prices, right, Patrick?
I don't know that Glock has dropped a whole lot. It seemed like they were maybe $10-15, but not a ton. What was it here? I'm looking. Night Train says I'm looking at that Mossberg and I see Glock written all over it. Maybe because they're using the same magazine. Maybe.
The sights are not interchangeable. That's something that
Hank flubbed on.
Yeah.
I thought they were.
No, it's on the
DB9.
Yeah, the DB9 they are.
Oh, okay.
Uses night sights.
Yeah. So, but not on this, no.
Yeah.
So,
Armament Naxos was asking about the price of the 50s. There's probably gonna. Let me just say this: we haven't increased the price of the 50s for years and years and years. They've been the same price for a long time. So probably going to go up a little bit. So.
Okay.
I don't know exactly when that's going to happen, but probably go up a little
Get it now.
Are you planning on running everything out and then not making any of them again, or are you going to keep making the uppers?
Oh, 50 cals?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got parts to make lots of them. So.
Okay, but the lowers you'll eventually stop making.
Yeah, lowers. Once the lowers run out, the lowers are gone.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
It's just the whole thing of upper and lower one serial number, upper another serial number. There's a lot of questions about stuff when it comes to that, and I just don't want to deal with it. So, and so we're not going to. And we're working towards other things too, like the stocks and stuff. So, the HK stocks and the Street Bog. Also, before we go, anybody interested in the Street Bog stocks on Recoil's website? There is a write-up from the big three about the Street Bog, and it shows my stock on it, our stock, Safety Hour Firearm stock, and it was written by Patrick Roberts.
What?
Yeah.
That mangy old so-and-so, Patrick Roberts, wrote that article?
Yes, Patrick Roberts, yep.
Yeah, shout out to Patrick Roberts.
Yep.
He was in Florida at the Big Three, apparently.
Must have been, yeah.
Yeah. Me, personally, I'm not a fan of the Big Three.
Big Three is a clique.
We'll leave that where it is. I've made enough trouble this month.
I was there, not in person, but in parts.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's good.
And that's
cool.
fine with me.
What did Patrick Roberts think about it?
No, he was just talking about the Street Bog and they, I guess.
He wasn't the one that said it had too much recoil, was it?
No.
No, it was some other guy that said that.
That's another dude. They was also talking about the Grand Power pistols.
Yeah.
So.
Joshua Levy says, Walter, since the uppers have to be serialized, doesn't that mean you have to pay the excise tax on each one now?
I don't know.
I have questions about that because technically it's not a complete firearm without the lower. So I almost have to get a determination from the people. See, ATF Tech Branch has nothing to do with excise tax. ATF Enforcement has nothing to do with excise tax. It's a whole nother part of that does excise tax.
What about ATF making up their own fucking laws department?
Well,
I think that's the name of the department.
That is going to be brought up in the Supreme Court.
What about those fucktards? Yeah.
That is going to go in front of the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
The regulatory lawmaking, which is illegal.
Mm-hmm.
They're not supposed to be making law. So that'll be a very interesting case. If you're a constitutional lawyer, you would side on the part of the Constitution that tells you.
If we lose that one, we're screwed.
Because, none of this, the bump fire thing, that's not law. That's not law.
No, they made up
edict.
Shit.
That's a decree, like a king does. That's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is. So, see what happens.
Steve Dave says, I wish the Remington R51 was reliable, just like the look of it, but would never buy one. Kind of had like a 50s retro.
They're cool. They look really cool, but no, they're.
I've had people say they don't like it, and I've had people say they like it.
Yeah. If you got one and you never turned it in, it's probably collectible at this point. And if you have one of the older ones,
it's probably
the second gen one. I mean,
the second gen is out.
Well, yeah,
the first gen was the bad one.
Yeah, first gen came back. Oh, I never. You know what? I never got a second one. Never. Never crossed.
Did you have a first one?
I saw them, and when I saw them at SHOT Show, and I actually didn't like them. I didn't think.
Oh, that's when you told me that they said that they didn't care whether they worked or not.
Yeah. And then they came out in stores, and the stores that I saw were like, these things are a piece of crap. Mm-hmm. So the stores didn't even really want to sell them, and then videos started coming out. So
that they were a piece of crap.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So, it's one of those collectible things. You could have bought it and just had a piece of metal that you could show off.
Was it last Black Friday, or the one before that, when some of the stuff was so cheap? I remember those things were on sale one time for I forget what it was, and $149, I think, or something like that. I don't know what it was, but I ordered one for a friend of mine's dad, and he doesn't particularly care for it.
Oh, well, there you go. It's still crap. After all this time. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes. All right, you guys want to start wrapping this up? We could wrap it up here.
Oh, show.
I think we got... okay, Babyface, what's going on with you, man? How can people follows you?
Go check me out on Instagram, baby_faceP, or on YouTube. Do a search for babyfaceP. I have a video that's going to go up soon about how to clean this bad boy, because it doesn't come apart like a Glock. So
in the back.
In the back. So I'll show you guys how to take it apart and clean it, for anybody curious.
Yep.
Maybe I'll do that tonight. I'll film it tonight.
Okay. Good. And Walter, how about you? How can the folks...
Instagram, Facebook, some tweets. I will be going to Knob Creek Machine Gun Shoot on Wednesday. Open to the public on Friday and Saturday. There's no show anymore on Sunday. If you're up that way, stop by. I was C18 in the pole barn. Stop by, say hello. I will have some swag with me if you do that, maybe.
Yeah, you might get. Are you going to have any of the new stuff?
No, the new stuff is going to appear probably next week when I'm gone.
Okay.
Or no, excuse me. It might be when I'm gone. Actually, one of the patches is getting ready to ship, and the other one's getting in QC right now. So.
Okay. Cool. And Walter may check in with us if he feels like it.
We'll see. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. I mean, if I do it, I'll have to do it on my phone. So.
Yeah, he'll check in with us. We'll be here.
From the Knob Creek Machine Gun Shoot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll be looking out for that.
Okay.
And let's see. If you're not subscribed, subscribe right now. Ring the bell so you can be notified, or notified, however you want to put it. Yes, we'll be back tomorrow. I don't think Walter's gonna be here. We'll figure it out. We'll get some people. We'll have good shows. We'll cry. We'll laugh. We'll have fun. Let me drop the bomb, the end scene here on them. Boom. The logo. You should sing over this, Walter, every time we do.
La 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 la.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I think